these cheese and buff are so cheesy, airy, and puffy? How'd you do it?
Pasteurizer 5000. Anything can be craveably puffy.
Cheese and puffed. Defy your cheese expectations.
Missed. I had them, but missed.
Don't worry about it. You'll get another chance. We got 2 more incoming.
Dead ahead. I'm gonna split them.
Ready?
Ready.
Now. Woo! I got one. Good work.
Horizon Forbidden West has a real middle sequel vibe. It builds off of the world building established in Horizon Zero Dawn while introducing a new existential threat that's never really resolved. Think Empire Strikes Back, Mass Effect 2, whatever analogy fits best for you, but this does give intrepid players a lot to look forward to, and most importantly, speculate wildly on. So today I wanted to go over how Horizon Forbidden West ended, where they're going with the new Nemesis, and some very interesting hints on what the DLC is likely to be.
Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time.
As you may recall, in Horizon Forbidden West, Aloy is trying to relocate the terraforming AIs needed to reestablish the Earth's biosphere, saving the planet. Aloy discovers that modern humans, billionaires, that left the dying globe almost 1,000 years ago to live off in the far planet Sirius, have discovered immortality. They're known as the Far Zeniths. They return to Earth trying to make sure that the terraforming restarts, killing everything, allowing these Far Zenith aliens to rebuild the Earth in their image. Aloy teams up with one of those Far Zeniths, Tilda, that has a connection to her forebearer Elizabeth. They work together to bring down the rest of them, and it's only in the very last minutes of the main game do we really find out what is really going on.
I see you've been busy, and you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it? It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester. And it destroyed your colony. We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out. But why? Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth. The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
I understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But us mainstream won't die.
silence that Earth is worth saving. Now united with nearly all of the terraforming processes, including Apollo, giving them access to all of the former humans' knowledge. With time, it even will give them a chance to modernize the entire planet to the same state humanity was at when the world ended. Which is wild to think about what this means for the series. The entire franchise is predicated on the fact that this tribal world is tribal simply because they don't have access to the knowledge base we did. That is no longer the case. Oh, and let's not forget, Aloy and friends, this, I believe, will have huge implications for Horizon 3, which we can safely say is going to be called Nemesis. As the ending cutscene tells us, Aloy and friends are now bringing together the world in order to face the threat of Nemesis, uniting tribes together now in one force. We also see Silence looking at what seems to be the Global Cauldron Network. I believe that the next DLC will involve using Apollo to help create a failsafe for the terminal.
What?
What time zone do we live in? Pacific?
Doesn't die.
Yes, why?
Because I got a survey from something survey from Warcraft, and they want me to participate, and they're going to send me a $250 gift certificate if I play the new PTL that's coming out on the September 12th. So I need a Pacific time, right?
Yes.
Basically telling you this straight up, with a special endgame data point, even taking it a step further. Located beside Beta, it says that Hephaestus is now stronger than ever before, and hence new machines could be coming. It also states that the previous methods they used to trap Hephaestus aren't going to work since he's now in the Cloud Cauldron Defense Network. Basically, I believe Gaia will stop compiling, says she needs some specific part somewhere in the world to help make a failsafe with Apollo, and our DLC journey will begin. I don't believe we'll be taking over Hephaestus because having machines in the world is how the game works, and that frankly can't change in the DLC. There are several unused areas though on the game map that do give us some clues. Starting with what could be part of the Hoover Dam in the south region of the map, there's no quests or objectives that bring us anywhere close to this area. There is one Tide Ripper and a built-up dam leading to a far-off bridge. Leading us essentially to nowhere, seemed like an obvious intro point for an exciting new area. The most glaring omission, though, in this entire game has to be San Francisco. It was marked as the big city the game would be centered around, and it was barely used beyond a few questions and some key quests for the Quen. Specifically, the broken down Golden Gate Bridge. It is such an iconic landmark that has a massive rusting forest on it. Flying around, it just seems like it would be the perfect starting point for a new adventure into a new land, possibly involving the Quen. Other YouTubers have actually found a torched walkway that is littered with invisible walls near the center boundary of the map. I'm a little less inclined to consider this the entrance to the new DLC, but it could be a way back into the world of Horizon Zero Dawn with this new knowledge. We're trying to bring tribes together. Maybe this can be a little revisit to the places we've already been. There are two more hidden lore points that I think should shed some light on what the found. Do you remember the Banuk shaman Bryn?
I must leave. You should too.
Is that a story? I brought down a stormbird.
Creamy chocolate milk filling inside creamy milk chocolate. It's the dream inside a dream.
Hey, Johnson. Bad news. You're not getting your promotion.
You did. You're very able. And you're right. Ode is ode. But no more stories of the past. All told. All done. Future stories. Less rushing story. The future comes hungry for man.
once again and revealing another prophecy. A glyph from some dead Oseram showed that Bryn was drinking bristleback blood, a new machine not in Horizon Zero Dawn, and started yelling that he had to keep running to the place of flame and brine. The Oseram tried to drink the same oil and later died. But what could this land of flame and brine be? It all sounds demonic, but I can't imagine the specific word choice wasn't deliberate from Gorilla. If you think about the fact that he was the forebearer of what the Forbidden West was, I think it's pretty safe that these words are important. If you recall the previous story DLC from Horizon Zero Dawn,
Italians and the historian's uniform. It was
maybe that's
brilliant solving those old
versions
sentence.
of the previous titles, but could Forbidden West be doing the same thing? To further that theory, there's another glyph very close from Gildan. You might remember from that same DLC, he was a hilarious Oseram that you had to help for a very long side quest there. In the glyph, he talks about how Aloy, the flame-haired Nora, gave him a sense of adventure, and now he's leaving the frozen north and is heading to a new place called the Burning Shores, southward of his location. The Burning Shores sound a lot like the place of flame and brine. Both of these data points are in a similar region, and they're pretty close to some areas where I think the DLCs will happen. If you're a betting man, I really think Burning Shores, it has a really good name. That is going to be the title and place of the next DLC.
You're right, dude.
There's also a throwaway line from Gaia that I think may be more revealing than it first appears. Gaia mentions the team leaders of the original Zero Dawn project and the secret base they were hoping to spend their final days in.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes,
Let us keep our heads about this.
we've reached it. Elysium. A place where Zero Dawn staff and families seem to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Black find her?
Over here.
My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
This could indicate a tragic ending, but I think this may mean that the smartest minds on Earth were able to possibly live longer, figuring out a way to live in these new restrictions. Either way, this is the first time we've heard anything concrete about Elysium, this very important place in the series. Maybe the item that Gaia needs to rebuild the biosphere is in there. Maybe with the knowledge Apollo has given her, she didn't have access before, and now she needs Aloy's help to find a way in. Either way, it does seem like there will be a DLC for the Forbidden West, and it will involve helping Gaia save the planet before the new threat arrives. What do you think? Is there something I could be missing here? Am I putting too much stock into the ravings of a Banuk warrior? I'll tell you one thing that doesn't miss, though, the cool, crisp shave of the Manscaped razor. Our sponsors at manscaped.com are here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play golf stones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does? No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the four founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such a spell should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to act. Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, But I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than a spell like Incendio. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You're getting... That's it!
I think I've got it.
Potato! Confringo!
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
She misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is, as I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secrets of Undercroft. You can trust me.
Alright. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Figured I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours? Does this allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an arrow.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard her talking to Gareth Weasley in the potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there. But he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please, I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
And I had to put, Mary because I'll check it out later. But apparently, the first one's in the PTR. The PTR before it's the selected to other people.
You mean the alpha? I have never been selected for alpha a day in my life.
Huh? They're gonna pay me if they select me. They're gonna pay me $250.
I'll check that out later.
Yeah. They ask you what you prefer to have in the game and what do you want to input in the game and do you prefer playing alone? Do you blah blah blah? I told them I like to play alone. It's true.
Yeah, I do too, but the only problem is I wish they would make story modes of So what kind of homework? Okay, use a focus and an endurance potion. Okay, oh dear.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Professor, so much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too, but then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore at the Headless
You
Hunt.
meant the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say.
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so that he'd tell me how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, he stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is great news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
hold down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Hello, Mr. Pippin.
Yes, I do.
Help with the delivery?
Capable students such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Wang ordered a few invisibility. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd rather not deal with difficult people, but for a reward, I think I can manage.
Indeed. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine, Willinsey, charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying spider dens. Ugh, trust me, you hear that at 11 years old, it sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind! Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck!
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Lewis.
Mommy, why'd you go outside? I'm just curious.
Lewis.
Mama!
Doesn't get any more cozy than Hogsmeade.
Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. Such a wee bairn here, a thrashing to a troll. Oh,
can't believe it!
Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Darwin and Death Cap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Or if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clean-up.
Someone died here?
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Ravenia. You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Lumos.
Tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula.
you let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell.
Jukebug tongue.
What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Hi, honey. Good, they're lounging like they usually are. No, I'm not hot. It's not really chilly, it's not really hot in the room, it's just kind of average. What? Oh no, the piggies are not panning, so they're just lounging.
Oh dear, big things
But they do that when it's cold, so
near.
they're fine. You know our pigs are lazy. Alright. But I love you. Okay, a pair of pajamas. Sure. Why not? Why was you downstairs, Mama? Oh God!
go into toiling at the computer. What's the reason?
Not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Oh, me? Did you dress up for me? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Revelio. Confringo!
Merlin himself would be proud. These rocks have seen better days. Wonder who lives here.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not
I
right.
couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. You should not have to live in fear.
Has the situation with Ranrock's loyalists improved?
I'm afraid not. I fear my brother is only one of many who will have suffered at their hands by the time they move on. If they ever do.
It seems as though things are getting worse.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
What strange attire?
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Oh, you'll like that. A fine choice. Ranrock's loyalists won't hold back, not even with a student. Thank you for passing through.
arrogance.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Somebody do something! And utterly pitiful this is.
Assignment's all finished.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with. I won't rest until you're dead.
You won't get away with that.
You will regret coming here. How nice of you to stop by.
Over here. Lucky, that's all.
You won't get away.
Why can't I hit you? Rather unwise coming back this way.
You only have Ranrock to blame. One camp down, one more to go.
You will regret coming here. Such arrogance. Who's there? But how nice of you to stop by.
You don't know who you're playing with! You are postponing the inevitable! I'll get you. I won't rest. You fight about as well as a pumpkin!
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Come now.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Tips in the hat.
Thank you.
Sincerely. Here's a pleasant surprise. What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe? Careful? Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me through.
No, I swear.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
while here in my office before taking it out into the world. There you go. Get to them quickly.
That is not appropriate attire.
From Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
Assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should. It's best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Heckett tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour would have it, he developed a sudden interest in dragons. One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.